a later video. I tried a couple new things today. That's not new things. I was looking at this guy because my roommate was telling me about this thing called Wick Theory, or just Wick Theory or something like that. So I was looking at this guy on YouTube. He's not like super popular, but he's got good following of a couple thousand subscribers, and he's obviously doing very well for himself trading. And I was very interested in how he was trading, so I went ahead and started looking at it. That's why there's SMT lines. Is I was using this chart, which I don't know if I showed you guys before, but this is a just a chart that I use um, to compare the Nasdaq and the S&P, and so I literally just compare them. And so, oh, excuse me. Um, but yeah, no, I compare them myself. And I saw this SMT today, which is what I was interested in because, like, but during pre-market, I marked out these levels, which exist over here. Should be a 4 hour order block. Yeah, it's this 4 hour order block, which is from this high right here, and then on the 1 hour from this 1 hour order block right there. And I didn't use the wick just because the body lined up much better with this right here. So overall, those two things were very strong. Just like as far as like lining up went, like they lined up very well. And so I was a fan of that information. Generally speaking, I was a fan. And so I was bullish for the day, just given that all of our time frames were bullish, which is what this indicator pretty much says. Um, but that's yesterday's price action. Oh, sorry. Um, but yeah, I was looking for longs. We had inflation data come out this morning, I think. So that's this big jump in the market. And there was, yeah, and all of the time frames flipped bullish right around this time. And so on the 15 second, in the morning, we have like some pretty considerable chop. And we have all this chop in here. I think I entered at one point and I lost like 20 bucks or so just because it reacted so well off of this. If you look at this right in here, this wick setup is not ideal. But it swept this level that I was looking at, which was relative equal sell side liquidity with this low, this low. It's just a bunch of really equal lows in here. And so I had that as a very realistic level. And then these lines drawn through the chart are midnight and 8:30s up here, right? It's right next to that, or right inside that first presented fair value gap. And then this is our range opening quad levels. I guess it reacted off the quad level here, which is also one of the reasons I entered. But for the sake of the trade, we can get rid of the quarter levels. So what lined up really well down here is we were below um we were below midnight open, 8:30 open, the first presented fair value gap. We had hit this really key level that I was interested about. We made an SMT and it was at the CE of the regular trading hours opening range gap. So like everything lined up for me and I was like, "Oh my God, this is the kind of trade that I've been looking for all week, like since Monday. Like Monday we had that great trade and then that. Since then I've just been looking. And so I found this today and I was super excited about it. But the issue was is that we had a market structure shift and then there's just no retrace. Like I would have wanted to see a retrace in this body. There's nothing. And so I'm kind of just like following the entire thing. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like I'm not getting a single entry out of this. And so then I ended up entering really late because I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. But we got respect of this bullish order block right here. And so I took that respect, this wick, and I was just like, all right, I'll just enter somewhere in here. Sorry. I think I entered off like an order block somewhere in here or something. I went into a little bit of drawdown and then I literally just rode it all the way up until I got to here. And I got And I got take profit. Um, there we go. But yeah, it was a super de-risk. Yeah, this was that trade I took originally in the morning, probably off of like this for value gap or something. Yeah, after I don't know why I took that trade. Wasn't a very ideal trade. I don't know why I did that, but it was only a contract, and then I got stopped out, and I lost a bunch of money, or not a bunch, a little. And then I wanted to enter with like two or three contracts down here, and instead I had to enter all the way up here. I mean, I still got stopped out decently, like all the way up here, which is like a pretty decent move, like generally speaking. Yeah, it's like 50 points or 50 handles, but still, I mean, really, really annoying that I didn't get this whole move. But the guy that I was watching this morning was talking about how he works off of something called change in um change in oh my God, I can't believe I'm blanking on this, but it's called CISD. It's just when you move above this. Um, CISD change in oh my God, I can't believe I'm not getting this. But anyways, this wick development right here, we get a SMT on this key level. We get this wick set up where we have a wick here, a longer wick here, and then we enter back into that wick. There's too many wicks here for that to be like technically considered ideal, but it was not ideal. But in my opinion, I thought it was a pretty sweet trade. Um, was this right here. We get a wick, another wick, we enter back in another wick, and then I guess this would have been our CISD right here, because this is what made that, yeah, this is what made that lowest low, this candle, and then we close right above it. That could have been a great entry right there, with our stops just at the, um, we could have entered right there. Just trying to see how that entry would have played out. Over here. Yeah, it moves up, closes above that CISD on the 15 second, and then that would have made for a great entry. I think the guy I was looking at, he just looks for like a move above it. I'd be looking for a close, but like this close would have been great, and I could have put my stops um, just at the 50% down here, and I could have caught the entire move that I was looking for. But that's for another day. But yeah, that was today. It was a pretty solid day. I mean, it was really de-risked, so I only made like with the loss in the morning. Made like 65 bucks on top of like the 800 we made earlier this week. We're like probably just shy of 850. So yeah, that's about it for me today. Hope you all enjoyed. I did not trade PM session because I don't like PM Friday, but I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Um, but yeah, that's it for me. See you guys.